Have you ever noticed a shift in people's personalities when you are no longer the vulnerable, traumatized individual whose daily painful battles was once public knowledge and the whispers on people's lips? You were the person who was always in an abusive, failing relationship. You were the one who struggled with overcoming childhood trauma. You were the person who battled addictions. You were the person who grew up without a mother or a father. You were the person who was always broke. You were the person that had no voice. You were the person who made poor decisions. You were that person who was always struggling. You were that person who was always ill. You were that person who was always in a place of dependency, whether emotionally, mentally, or physically. But then one day, a spiritual shift takes place. A bold decision is reached where you decide to live with intention. You decide to no longer reside in a place where your identity is marred by your struggles, but rather choose to pursue a battle that leads to your healing, where your identity is forged in the divine and manifests in the physical, where you make the decision to allow the Most High and His Son take the steering wheel of your life and navigate you to freedom. 2 Corinthians 5:17 confirms this. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new. You may find that those you once confided in, relied on their support, who held the title of friend or relative may become uncomfortable with this transition. You may discover that their support towards you was never truly genuine but stemmed from a place of control and self-esteem. When you're in a place of discomfort, they are secretly comfortable. When you are in need of support, they may come across as overly supportive to keep you in a place of reliance. You may begin to notice snide comments, corner of the eye looks, a change in character, words of discouragement, passive aggressiveness, a sudden withdrawal of support, etc. When your obedience to healing offends the familiar, be rest assured you are doing something right. You may start to feel rejected, but this is not rejection, but redirection from Yah. Choosing to trust in the Most High provision when you choose to heal comes with tension. Do not feel guilty because you choose healing. You may feel the pull to explain yourself, diluting your boldness so others won't feel convicted. Don't. Your obedience towards your healing was never about receiving the approval of others. The Most High will remove the disguise of those who carry the spirit of pretense. The Most High will expose, not to embarrass, but to deliver and redirect. Your testimony will not just be the events of your past, but someone else's catalyst to a future filled with healing and growth. Be encouraged.